this is an interesting week. In case you guys didn't know, I mean, I'm sure you know that it's Halloween coming up on Thursday. It's Samhain, Samhain. I know that says Sam Hain, but it's Samhain. This is technically the witch's new year. Not only is it Samhain, Halloween, it's a new moon on the same fucking day. You cannot make this shit up. If I remember right, last year, didn't we have a full moon or almost a full moon? I know the year before we had a full moon, but we have a new moon for new beginnings on the witch's new year. Like, you can't make this shit up. So y'all better harness the shit out of all the power on Thursday. Not only do you need to do some amazing, let's fucking clear the slate and start shit over type of ritual, but I fully expect you bitches to be making some epic ass water. Okay, this means take your ass to Walmart, to Costco, to wherever the hell you go. Get you a case of bottled water, a fucking case. Okay, you want to set this bitch out. And really, if I were you, I would set it out about noon. Okay, I would set this out about noon and I would bring it in sometime in the morning on Friday. You want to let it sit. If you're really, really a brave little witch, you want to let it sit till Saturday morning, because Friday is 11/1, which is Day of the Dead. Let it sit, let it soak up the new moon, let it soak up Samhain, let it soak up the Halloween vibes, let it soak up the veil, let it soak up the ancestors, let it soak up all the shit. Let it soak up all the shit. I'm just saying what I'm saying. So yeah. All right. Let's read for the Zodiacs, yes? Hey, mods, if there is anyone that can jump over to YouTube, I would appreciate it, because apparently some people on YouTube do not realize that this is also a no tolerance policy. And if they want to be douche knuckles, they can 100% get blocked. All right, are we ready? If y'all are new to watching me, I always start with Capricorn and go around the horn, because my brain starts with one and goes all up my arm with the cards. Caps. It was just me. I'm the one that did that. So. Well, Caps were like, yeah, you're not blaming. I love you, Capricorns. Like, I dropped those cards up my arm and I was like, oh, fucking Capricorns. And as soon as I was like, no, it's just me. I'm kidding. The Capricorns were like, here, these are our cards, bitch. Just pull our fucking cards. We ready? Gilded Regret. Interesting, Caps. We need to draw one more card because I need clarification on that. It's not that deck. You got it. Ready, Capricorns? Y'all start off with Gilded Regret. The reason I needed clarification is because you pulled out two cards at the same time. The one underneath is the authentic self, and then this one is resonating. So I'm like, all right, what is it that's resonating? This is what y'all drew, the child I was meant to be. What I find really interesting is that if y'all have never ever seen a Capricorn in full-on child mode, it's an interesting thing. Let's just say that. It's an interesting thing. So Capricorns, this week right here is going to be a week of reflection. I couldn't think of a better week for it because, like I said, this is Samhain. This is the witch's new year. This is all about you starting over. This is all about you clearing the slate, you moving forward, you letting go of all the bitches that want to hold you back. The Gilded Regret, though. This is usually something that you either regret not doing, that you regret doing, but you know that by not doing it, it was in your highest good. For example, you really, you know, every single one of us had someone like this when we were in grade school, high school, whatever, you know, this was my soulmate. I just need this person. I'll give anything for it. And of course, you didn't get said person. And then you realize years later, like if you had got said person, you wouldn't have several of the things you have now. You wouldn't have all the things you have now. That is a gilded regret. Right? When you look back, you can go, you know what? I am so fucking glad the universe didn't bring that to me. So Capricorns, this is a time, this whole week, you're going to be looking at different things and going, Holy shit, I dodged a bullet there. I dodged a bullet there and there and there and there and there. The good thing about this, Capricorns, is that even though you're kind of stuck in your own head a little bit, like just mentally going through all of the things that you know it was in your best interest for the universe not to give you these things, it's going to bring you into a really deep understanding of where you're going from here, Capricorns. And if y'all don't ever remember anything else about Capricorns, is that they have all the plans. Okay, they have like plan A, B, C all the way through, and probably every other number that there ever is to exist. Capricorns need to have plans so they can then not follow the plans, but Capricorns need to have plans, right? Every little thing this week that you realize the universe brought to you or didn't bring to you, that's put you where you are now. You're going to see so many things resonating in your path. It's going to be a week of very intense I don't want to say discovery, because it's more like self-epiphanies. In turn, that's going to bring you way back all the way around to your authentic self. Caps, I'm not saying that you haven't been your authentic self, but I am saying that this is going to be you 100% back to your authentic self, okay? This right here, the child I was meant to be. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. I'm not going to say you're going to kind of be doing some childish things this week, but I'm not going to say it either. The petty is strong with Capricorns this week. All the little childish things of, you know what? Okay, tit for tat, bitch, let's go. That's a Capricorn's mood this week. Don't be surprised if you catch Capricorns, you know, ordering a Happy Meal or, you know, buying some Play-Doh to play with or whatever it is. Don't be surprised if you see your Capricorn friends doing something really fucking childish at the same time that they're like, man, I'm adulting high level this week. So Capricorns, it's a high level adulting Happy Meal week for you. It's going to be a really fantastic fucking week for you, Capricorns. For those of you guys that have Capricorns in your life, let me chat shit with you for just a minute. Okay? Hold on just a minute here. We're just going to do this. All right. Y'all, I'm just going to, apparently I need to pause the Capricorn reading for just a minute. Thank you, Miss Erica. Normally I don't have comments on YouTube, but let me go ahead and address a few things really quickly, whether it's here for TikTok or for YouTube. I don't give a goddamn fuck about your opinions of your religion or my religion. What you believe is what you believe, and what I believe is what I believe. So if your opinion is different than mine, if your opinion is different than, you know, whoever, I don't give a shit, man. Walk on about your day. I don't care. We're not here to talk about that. What we are here to talk about is, like, you know, giving you a cheat sheet into your week so you get a leg up. If you want to come in and you want to throw some stupid, hateful comments, cool. You know what? There are tons of other lives out there that will happily indulge you. So move on about your little business, especially with your drive-by Jesusing, because the old gods love you as much as you say your God loves me. So love you. Okay, bye-bye. Capricorns, not only are you guys in full-on self-epiphany mode, but you are going to have to make sure that you're giving your significant other, your kids, etc., some attention, because y'all are 100% going to be kind of not self-absorbed, but just, you know, horse blinders. Those of you guys that have Capricorns in your life know that they are 100% going to have horse blinders on, and they may repeat the same thing over and over and over to you. They don't have dementia. I promise. It's just, this is a big epiphany for them about themselves and their path. So, stones for my wonderful, sweet, hard-headed little Capricorns. All right. Stones for Capricorns. going to say hematite and clear quartz. Caps, the reason I say clear quartz, hematite is grounding. Hematite is also protective. But the reason that I'm going to say clear quartz with that is I want it to amplify any of those self-epiphanies that pop up. Okay? Let them get amplified, Caps. If there's any other stones that you're drawn to this week, Capricorns, grab them. 100% grab them. Thank you guys for all the gifts over there on TikTok. I am paying attention, I promise. All right. Where's my Aquariuses at? So I'll talk about a couple of things for this upcoming week. As I'm doing some readings, I'll have some interesting announcements on Friday. Sacrifice. Ooh. Aquarius, hold on to your butts. It's going to be a fucking epic week for you. It's going to be a fucking epic week for you. I'm not going to lie. When I saw the sacrifice card, I was like, oh, son of a bitch. Because I know too many of y'all Aquariuses. My sister's an Aquarius. I was like, oh, Lord, like, no more sacrifice for my Aquarius friends. Like, please, no more, no more, no more. But, then I shit you not. Y'all have Fortune's Wheel, which is luck and right timing. In other words, being in the right place at the right time. And the Lost Compass, which is getting back to integrity. And look at how close those two cards look. There's like 23, 35. So they're not close in the deck. But look at how similar these two cards look. So Aquarius, just know that this week you are going to voluntarily sacrifice something. It's either habit, it's something specific, maybe a person, maybe a job, whatever. There's something this week, Aquarius. You've been on the fence about it for a while, and this is the week you're like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. As soon as you give this up, thank you, Sea Witch. As soon as you give this up, it's like the universe is like, fucking finally. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Aquarius, this is going to be one of the most epic weeks y'all have had in a long time. Not only do you just know that you're in the right place at the right time, there's so much that happens that you just feel like a powerful fucking adult. You just feel like a powerful ass motherfucker, Aquarius. This is such a phenomenal week for you. I don't even think y'all are going to realize the gravity of all of the things that are going to happen this week once you let go of this fucking little teeny tiny thing that you've been holding on to. I don't even think you're going to realize it for probably a week or two. You are going to realize a lot of it, but the full gravity of it won't hit you for the next week or two, Aquarius. It's going to be utterly fucking phenomenal. Like, I can't say enough good about it. And the wonderful thing too is that I don't even have to warn you about the universe making you make this sacrifice. You've already decided to make it. You just haven't quite pulled the trigger yet. So this is the week that you're like, you know what? I don't want to act like this anymore. I don't want to be with this person anymore. I don't want to work here anymore. Whatever it is. And so some of it, Aquarius, is just going to be, you know what? I'm going to start getting up earlier and eat better. You see what I'm saying, Aquarius? Whatever it is that you are ready to sacrifice, this is the week you do it. And this is the week that things take the fuck off for you. Just saying. Just saying. Stones for Aquarius. You know what? I'm going to say Lapis. I'm going to say Lapis. I want to give you guys a lucky stone. I was going to say Pyrite, but Lapis has Pyrite in it. I'm going to say Jade. Lapis and Jade. And I don't care what kind of jade it is, whether it's Korean, Russian, Alaskan, whatever. Jade. Just any kind of jade you want. Just any kind of jade you want. Okay? because I want y'all to have that lapis with that pyrite in it, which is protective and, you know, lucky. But that lapis is going to remind you how fucking awesome you actually are, Aquarius. And the jade is lucky and it's for monies and all the prosperity. All the prosperity for my fucking Aquarius friends. Piscesians. Where's my Pisces? So, as I mentioned, this week is not only Samhain, but it is a new moon and a Day of the Dead as well. So, Thursday and Friday, I will be pouring some custom candles. When I say custom, some candles. They're limited edition. Okay, Pisces. Y'all want to make sure that I see you're doing the thing too. I got you. These are very limited edition. There will only be 15 of each size. There's 3 different types of candles. Once they're gone, they're gone. One is for manifestation. You can order them on my link tree. One is for manifestation. One is, I'm a hex your ass. I'm just saying, because if y'all didn't know, the new moon is a great time to do some really not nice shit, because you have the cover of darkness. But like, don't tell anybody, okay? All right, ready, Pisces? Okay, Pisces have a fire under their ass this week. Y'all had a fire under your ass last week, didn't you, Pisces? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Where's one of my Piscesians at? Where's one of my Piscesians? Yeah. Pisces, you guys have today for tomorrow. In other words, you are looking at the future. In a good way. I don't think at all that y'all are stuck looking in the future without looking at now, without looking at the past or whatever. No, y'all are full on looking at the future of what do I need to do? What do I need to change, etc. You also have deep dive into a task, and then just like the Aquariuses, y'all have the lost compass and getting back to integrity in the same spot. Pisces. This is a very powerful week for you. Scorpio season and back in the water element is doing good for you, Pisces. Now, let me say this, okay? Because y'all are going to be full on channeling like almost Capricorn, blind focus, horse blinders. I don't want to talk about anything else type of energy, but you are so focused on your future this week, Pisces. To be honest, am going to tell you to go for it. In no way am I going to say, hey, you know what? Maybe you should calm down. No, get it, Pisces. Get it. Go get it. You have been doing a fantastic job of living for now, of paying attention to now, of being present for everybody that needs you, everybody around you. Now it's time for you to really think about the future. You've been looking at everybody else this last weekend and thinking, you know, I would really like to do that. I would really like to have that. I would like to go on vacation. I would like a new car. I would like a nicer house. Whatever it is, Pisces, you have really been looking at the future and where it is that you want to go. What would make your Pisces heart happy? And I would be willing to bet my booty cheek, maybe only part of my right booty cheek, a little bit of my right booty cheek, I'd be willing to bet that y'all actually have a list, that y'all made a list this weekend. Even if it's mentally or it's on your phone or whatever, y'all made a list. This is what I want. This is where I'm going. This is what I want next year. This is what I want in 10 years, whatever. Y'all made lists. Y'all made lists. This is the week y'all are ready to deep dive into making that list happen. Into making that list happen. This is also the week, Pisces, that you get back to a very intense, focused version of yourself. And it is absolutely glorious to watch. It is absolutely glorious to watch, Pisces. And you know what? I'm going to say this, Pisces. In case no one has told you lately, I'm so fucking proud of you. I know y'all have been through the fucking ringer this year. I know that we've been teasing you about being squishy Pisces, super emotional Pisces, but I want you guys to take a look back at this year. And I want you to look at the things you've accomplished. I want you to look at how far you've come. I want you to look at how many bitches you haven't punched in the face. And I want you to be proud of yourself, okay? I want you to be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you, Pisces. I'm proud of you, Pisces. I'm proud of where you're going. I'm proud of your determination. I'm proud of whatever shift happened this weekend that has you just 100% on point. I'm so proud of you, Pisces. So proud of you. There's going to be people this week that don't like this new focus. There's going to be people this week, Pisces, that don't like the fact that you're looking at a future without them. There's going to be a lot of people this week, Pisces, that realize, oh shit, if so-and-so decides that they're going to do this, that they're going to move, that they're going to get a different job or whatever, they're not going to be here for me to take advantage of them anymore. Fuck those people. Do not let them get to you, Pisces. Send them my way. Send them my way. Okay? Send them my way. Stones for Pisces. Y'all need some protection this week, so I'm going to say obsidian, okay? In fact, I'm going to say a sharp piece of obsidian for those people we just spoke about. Let them go ahead and run headlong into that sharp-ass piece of obsidian, and we'll go from there. The next thing I'm going to say, Pisces, is... ooh... you know, I'm going to say lab. That was my first choice, and then I started overthinking it, but I'm going to say lab, Pisces, because lab is going to like very calmly take your hand and say, okay, let's do X, Y, Z. And I'm proud of you, Pisces. I'm super proud of you, Pisces. Oh, I so love that whenever I get on YouTube and I forget to turn the messages off, we get Drive By Jesus 500 times. The old gods absolutely adore every single one of you as well. May Odin bless your little hearts. All right. Are we ready, Aries? Are we ready, Aries? Yes? Okay. Y'all watched me shuffle. Yes? Y'all watched me shuffle for Pisces. Y'all have watched me shuffle. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Y'all start off with atonement. Y'all start off with atonement. Now, I know every Aries just went, God damn it. That's not... No. Okay? It's not that bad. And I'll tell you why in just a minute. Sometimes atonement comes in the fact of moving forward, taking a big step forward, walking away from old patterns, such as being a keyboard warrior. Here's why I say that. Y'all drew out two cards at the same time. Recognize this? Does this look familiar? Getting back to integrity, Aries. And then you have a bold step forward, the further gate. Aries, this is a week where you simply shift and walk away. You shift and walk away. Now, what you're shifting and walking away from is some self-programmed thing. So let's talk about that for just a minute. There are things called schemas, S-C-H-E-M-A-S. These are programming that we start to get before we're ever even born. This is programming of every single one of you has heard this. I don't care what generation you are, you've heard this. Rub some dirt on it. You're fine. Don't cry. Suck it up. Every single one of us has heard that. But other things come in the form of stereotype behavior, of only learning specific parts of history, of appreciating one thing but not another, because we all know that black olives are better than green olives. But these are things that we're programmed with that we don't even realize we're programmed with. So Aries, this is the week that you have a whole bunch of them pop to the forefront. And really, I would say before Wednesday, like within the next couple of days, all of these things pop to the front. And then suddenly you're like, you know what? That's fucking dumb. Like, why would I even think that? Aries, this is a week where you guys are standing a little taller. You're walking a little prouder. Your chin's held a little higher. Your shoulders are a little more square. Y'all are 100% on your bullshit. Not just on your bullshit, but on new bullshit. You're not on the old bullshit. You're on new bullshit. Amazing bullshit. Fantastical Aries bullshit. And I feel sorry for anybody that gets in your way this week, Aries. I feel sorry for anyone that steps up and says, oh, you can't do that. In fact, I really, really hope that someone tells you that you can't do something this week, Aries, because every single bit of you is going to say, watch me do it. And not only are you going to do it, you're going to do it in this glorious, amazing, fantastical way that not only does it prove that person wrong, it proves like every person wrong. I'm 100% here for this week, Aries. 100% here for this week. I think that this is fantastic. I also am unsure about this card, and we're going to see if it comes out again, because now I've called it out. This is the This Fucking Guy card. It's popped out 3 times in a row. Aries, this is a week that you take a bold step forward from where you've been. I'm just saying. Let's pick stones for Aries. I'm going to say Prehnite. Prehnite. That is a healer's healing stone. It looks like this. It's green, has black tourmaline in it. Prehnite and Fluorite. Rainbow Fluorite's going to be the best. The one that's like green, white, and purple. Somebody's talking about me. My nose is itching. Stop it. Prehnite and Fluorite. Those two are going to go amazingly well together. They're also going to help you to heal from some of this. Because when we walk away from something, even if we know that it's time, you know, such as stupid ass people that are dragging us down, we know it's time to walk away from them. But it still kind of hurts, especially, you know, when they're in that push and pull, destructive type behavior. So, Prehnite's going to help you heal through that. Fluorite's going to help you focus on where you need to go, what you need to see, etc. It's also an intelligence stone. It's going to help you make the right decisions. All right. Where's my favorite little Tauruses at? It's so funny. Quit talking about me. My nose is itching. It's so funny that I don't know what is happening lately. I have so many damn Tauruses around me. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. I don't know where all of y'all suddenly came from, but it's just like I have a wagon circle of fucking Tauruses around me. Like, it cracks me up. I love you, Tauruses. I also love all my Taurus friends. If y'all don't have a Taurus friend, get you a fucking Taurus friend. Because you know why? Here's what I love the most about Tauruses. You can call a Taurus or text a Taurus, and you can just start with, you want to hear some shit? Every Taurus that I know is like, yes, I want to hear some shit. And then they want to compound the shit. They pull out all the Joker memes. They pull out the Harley Quinn memes. They pull out the burning the world down memes. Like, I love me some Tauruses. I love me some Taurus. I love me some fucking Tauruses. I love me some Tauruses. All right. So before I start reading for Taurus, let me make one thing really clear, because apparently I need to make it clear again. In my live, in my chats, etc., whether it is on TikTok or on YouTube, I'm currently streaming live on both. I don't talk about other creators unless it's in a good light. We don't talk about politics in here. I don't give a goddamn who you're voting for. And it doesn't belong in here because we're not going to talk about that. And I don't deal with any kind of hate or stupidity, and neither do my mods. So there is 100% a no tolerance policy. If you want to talk politics, there are 90 bazillion other live streams, videos, etc. that are happy to do that for you. So, Taurus. Okay. Thankfully, I was waiting for that fucking card. All right. All right. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with what's fixing to happen here. Taurus, your anchor card is the child I was meant to be. In other words, this is a childish Taurus week. The Tauruses are 100% the petty kings and queens of the world this week. So, you know, maybe if you need to talk some shit, call your Taurus friends because they're going to jump in on it wholeheartedly. This is the child I was meant to be, Taurus. This is a week I'm going to recommend 100% that you get yourself a Happy Meal, you get yourself some Play-Doh, I don't know. You do some fun things, Taurus. Go to the park. Go to the zoo. I don't care. Do some fun shit. If you need to utilize that as an excuse to play video games, your spiritual advisor is saying, hey, it's a childish week and I need to play video games this week. Gotcha. But next you have deep quiet, which is meditation and stillness. And then you have the drifter, which is experiencing life as it comes. Now, I know every one of you Tauruses, when I said the deep quiet, you went, but you just said that I could be petty. I'm not saying you have to be quiet. Taurus, what this card is right here is you doing something that allows you to get into a meditative state. Most of us in today's world, especially here in the West, we have a hard time meditating. We have a hard time sitting still. We are all ADHD warriors at this point in life because we have to multitask so much that our brains have a problem shutting down. So when I say that you need to have some meditation time, this means if video games are your meditation time, you can mindlessly mash buttons. If you need to go for a drive, aimlessly go for a drive. If you need to sit and crochet, if you need to, whatever. Everybody has something that they do that allows your brain and your hands to be occupied. So your mind can kind of drift a little bit. That's what I'm talking about, Taurus. You need a couple hours of this week. And if somebody has a problem with it, send them my way. Your spiritual advisor is telling you flat out that you need a couple of hours of being able to allow your mind to kind of drift and wander a little bit because you need to go through and just process. I don't feel like right now, Taurus, these cards right here don't tell me that there's going to be anything bad this week. They don't tell me that you're stuck in the past. They don't tell me any of that shit. But this drifter card right here, you just need to let your mind drift a little bit. There's been so much shit that's happened to you lately, Taurus. You've been on this crazy roller coaster. There's never really been a middle ground. Y'all never pulled into the station. You never got off to pee, nothing. It's just been loop-de-loops, up and down, back and forth, right, left. It's just been a ride. Y'all need to literally just process. Y'all need to literally just process. Okay? Hence the meditation and stillness. Hence acting like a kiddo, Taurus, being petty. And by the way, if y'all are going to use me as your spiritual advisor and be like, hey, you know what? Like, you know, my spiritual advisor said I could play video games this week. I am 100% going to use you in this right here when I need to talk shit. Tit for tat, man. Tit for tat. I'm just saying. Taurus. Stones for Taurus. I'm actually going to say Garnet. Garnet is fantastic, not only as a protection amulet, but it is also fantastic for passion, for creativity, and so on. And I think you guys need that in drifting through all of the crazy shit that's happened lately. The other thing I'm going to say, I'm actually going to say Mapstone. to be honest, I'm going to say Mapstone. Mapstone is this gorgeous kind of gray jasper. Pretty sure it's a jasper. Can't remember now that it came out of my face. But it's gray with these dark gray lines in it. Mapstone helps you find your way. Like, it does exactly what it sounds like. Mapstone. It helps you find your way. It's usually pretty easy to find. To be honest, you can probably find it at the Pagan Superstore. Which, if y'all don't know what that is, fucking Hobby Lobby. Yeah. All right, my sweet little Geminis. You ready? All right. So I will actually be doing a couple of reads this week, only 2. I am going to start shortening my reads down a lot, just because I have things and shit I gotta do. Plus, I would like to spend some time with my kid and so on. So Thursday, I mentioned there won't be any Reiki, but I will be doing readings at 10 o'clock Central. Then on Friday, I'll be doing mediumship reads at 8:30. If you guys want to get a ticket for that, there are only 15 tickets available for each day. No, 15 and 10. So if you want to grab one, you better fucking grab one. Okay? All right. I know the Geminis are like, I don't know if I want to see this or not. Lots of 7s. Okay. So if there's one thing that I've learned in my life about Geminis is A, they get a bad rap, but sometimes for good reason. And B, for the vast majority of the time, Geminis are like super fun to be around, right? They're super fun to be around. They're jokey, they're laughy. I have yet to meet a Gemini that's not funny as fuck. But when a Gemini gets serious, like it can be a little scary. When a Gemini gets angry, it can be even more scary. And that's kind of where we are this week. It's not quite like feral Geminis. It's not quite super angry, I can't handle this type of Geminis. But this right here is the I won't cry for you card. And notice that this is the half moon. So this is a strictly neutral position this week, Geminis, in that you are not taking bullshit from anyone. All of the people that normally bend your ear off, all of the people that normally come to you and try to get money, they come to you and try to get energy or whatever they're trying to get from you. This is a week where you're just stone-faced not having it. You're just not having it. And you know what? Good. Because the other thing is this, I know several Geminis, and every single Gemini I know has at least 3 fucking people leeching off them at any time. I love you, Geminis, but you know I'm right. You know I'm right. I have yet to meet a Gemini that doesn't have at least 3 leeches. 3 fucking parasites hanging on you at all times. You get rid of one, another takes its place. I love you. And I wish I could be like, here's what you do, Gemini. But some of it is just your energy. Some of it is that dualistic energy. And some of it is the fact that y'all are people pleasers. But this is the I won't cry for you card. Y'all aren't taking anybody's shit this week, especially parasitic shit. Then you have the Sky Bridge, which is the possibility for a union. And I want you to look at how quick those colors changed. This is where we start the 7s, because this one right here is 47 and this is 17. And this is the eye of the needle intentionality. With you not taking any shit from anybody this week, Gemini, with you not dealing with people that are trying to leech off of you, with you not doing any of this stupid ass shit. This is a time when you see where you're like, holy shit, I've been trying to do this and this separate, but actually they go together. Y'all are going to see where maybe there's a couple projects at work that you can do at the same time. Y'all are going to see where maybe there's a couple things you've been trying to do, errands you've been trying to run or whatever, that you can literally do at the same time. There's going to be a lot of things that pop up this week, Gemini, that you can put together and save time, get things done, knock stuff off your plate. The other thing is this. This is the intentionality card. This means that this week, Gemini, there's not a single thing you do that's just on a whim. When y'all start looking around like, you know what, I'm kind of hungry. Maybe I'm going to take myself to dinner. That might seem like a whim, but you're going to have a hard time deciding where you want to eat until you're like, yep, that place right there. This is not a week of Geminis kind of hem-hawing around, as you Geminis are prone to do. This is not a week of you... This is just not a week of you being wishy-washy. This is a week of you being very careful before you make a fucking decision. Everything you do this week, Gemini, needs to be very, very intentional. If you aren't sure about it this week, Gemini, don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it. Okay? Don't do it. The other thing I'm going to say is this, Gemini. There's going to be a lot of things that you streamline this week to knock so much shit off your plate and off your list that going forward, you're going to have the opportunity to do things that you've been dying to do. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Stones for Geminis. Rose quartz and tiger's eye, Gemini. Rose quartz is going to help you kind of love yourself a little bit because y'all are so used to doing for everybody else that it can be hard for you to do for yourself. The other one, tiger's eye, not only is a lucky stone, but it's very, very spiritually protective. Obviously, there's a lot more to both of those stones than the things that I just spit out really quickly, but those are the overall things of why I'm picking them for you. It is time for my sweet little Cancer babies. Where are my Cancers? Where are my Cancers? There they are on TikTok in full force. All right. Here we go. Here we go, my sweet little Cancer babies. We ready? Did I not just say my sweet little Cancer babies? Before I even turn these two cards over, I just want you to know it's a feral Cancer week. This is the calling the storm. Really? Really? Initiation. And treasures hidden in the shadows. Really? Apparently, this just needs to be a deep dive Cancer week. It's a deep dive Cancer week. I love you, Cancers. I really do. But when y'all get in this kind of mood, like maybe Cancers, maybe y'all need a break this week. Maybe y'all need a vacation. Maybe you need a few mental health days. I don't know. But we 100% have feral Cancers this week. Feral fucking Cancers this week. This is also an initiation week for you, Cancers. There's been a big change in your life recently. And by recently, I mean literally within the past 2 weeks. This is an initiation. You have to decide, are you going to continue with this change? Are you going to continue on this path that you've stepped on? Or are you going to change? Did you decide that you wanted to do something? You wanted to start a new hobby? And then now you're like, I don't really like it. Like, it kind of sucks. Did you decide that you wanted to start dating someone? And then after you got to know them, just a couple more dates in, you're like, yeah, you kind of suck. Or, Cancers, did you decide, or maybe some big, massive, huge shift in your life happened, and you thought, okay, this is the path I'm supposed to go down, and now you're not thinking about that. This is an initiation week for you, Cancers, which is partially why you're in feral mode, because you're tired of the shit that the universe has been laying on you. And I get that. I get that. You are tired of the shit that the universe has been laying on you. This is the will of the wisp. This is treasures hidden in the shadows. When we have this feral aspect, when we have this deep dive, when we have all of these things that cause us to have an initiation to figure out where it is that we actually belong. And I say it like that because a lot of you Cancers, when you're in feral mode, I know y'all are water signs, but you are ready to burn the fucking world down. And that's kind of where we are this week. So don't be surprised if you have a Cancer friend, boss, coworker, significant other, sister, brother, whatever. If you have a Cancer in your life, do not be surprised if they are ready to burn the fucking world down. If they leave a job, if they leave a relationship, if they tell people how they really feel, if they hurt feelings a lot this week. The other thing is this, Cancer. This treasures hidden in the shadow card. Y'all are going to realize hardcore that there are some things that you need to acknowledge. Some shadow work that you've done, some things that you've realized, maybe some apologies that you need to make for years ago or whatever. This is a week, Cancer, that you're really looking at damaged parts of yourself. Now, I want to say this. I am really proud of you, Cancers, for how far you've come, even if you've just started watching me, okay? Every single one of you, y'all are cardinal signs, but you're also a water sign. So you want to be squishy, and you want to make sure that everybody around you is happy, but you can't because you got that hard-ass crabby shell. So you also have to be the leader, and you have to be crabby. Y'all are literally Mr. Krabs. But y'all also don't like being that way. Y'all would rather be happy-go-lucky. There's a lot of things that have really, really hurt you that you have been dealing with, that you have been processing, that you have been working on, that you have been doing all of the shadow work to fix it. This is the week where you see some of those things. Okay, Cancer? So I want you to do something special for yourself this week, Cancer. I don't care if you get yourself a fucking cupcake. I don't care if you take yourself to dinner, whatever it is, Cancer. I want you to go and celebrate how far you've come with your own shadow work. For those of you guys that don't know what shadow work is, let me tell you. So shadow work is not some new aged frou-frou term that just popped up with TikTok or YouTube or Instagram or whatever. Shadow work is actually a term that was coined by Carl Jung back in the 60s. It's Jung, Carl Jung. He was a famous psychologist, psychiatrist, philanthropist, etc. But shadow work is the integrating of the bad parts of you into the light. That is how you grow as a person. Just saying. Just saying. Go celebrate that, Cancers, because this is always something to celebrate, okay? Stones for Cancers. I'm going to say Smoky Quartz. Smoky Quartz is like a dialysis machine for energy. I'm also going to say anything wood. Petrified wood or actual wood, because y'all need the grounding energy that wood brings to you, okay? Even if you just have like a little piece of wood out of your yard you put in your pocket, I don't care. Petrified wood is the best, but if you don't have petrified wood, regular, okay, Leos are like, here's my card, bitch, you're talking too long about everybody else. Cancers, y'all need the grounding this week, okay? Leos, where's my lovely little Leos? Okay, there they are. Shit, no. The child I was meant to be. Okay, all right. When I first saw this card, this is how it fell out. This is the obstacles card. And yes, I'm going to read it all whopper-jawed like this. So when it's whopper jawed like this, it means that it was starting to go like this. And that's why I was like, no, because both of my kids are Leos and both of my kids have things they need to do this week, like big life things, right? So when I saw that, I was like, motherfucker. But here's the thing. Then you have the dust devil, which is moving out of stagnation. Both of these have 5s in them, which makes me happy. So let's chat. Y'all start off with the child I was meant to be. Of course you do, Leos, because it's a drama week for the Leos. Last week was kind of a serious week. This week is full on Leo drama because we all love Leo drama. I swear somebody should make a drama show that's just called Leos. And we should just follow some Leos around in their daily lives. Like, I'm just saying. But here's the thing, Leos. Y'all are full into child mode. Y'all are ready to play. Y'all are ready to joke. You will probably hurt people's feelings this week. But I love this because I know that kind of a little bit last week, y'all might have been a little cranky-tated because I know all the Leos I know around me were a little cranky this last week. So I'm glad that y'all are back to your happy-go-lucky. I love hanging out with Leos when they're in the happy-go-lucky mode. We get in trouble, and it's great. But then you have the obstacles card. And like I said, we're going to leave it whopper jawed like this because this is how you flung it out of the deck. Leos, the only obstacles that you have in your way this week are the ones that you're making for yourself. There are no obstacles in your way. Your brain is just like, oh, that seems hard. So let me find 50 ways or 50 things of why I can't do this. 50 reasons why this isn't going to work. That's exactly where you're at this week, Leos. The good thing about this is that you can overcome it. So every time an obstacle pops up this week, Leos, here's what I want you to remember. You ready? You hold the key to your own chains. You put yourself in that situation, Leos, and you can put yourself right out of that situation. Now, it may take a little bit for you to get out of that situation, but you are the one that holds the key. You hold the key to your own chains, Leos. This is also the moving out of stagnation card, Leos. Do not expect for this to be a nice, calm week, especially when y'all are back on your bullshit. These obstacles are going to pop up and you're going to think that, oh, well, shit, now I can't go to class next week, or now I can't find a new job, or whatever. Just saying. Just saying. This is a week that you are moving out of stagnation. Okay? Oh, I love this. Thank you to whoever it was that reported me on TikTok. I appreciate that I live rent-free in your head. It makes me so happy. This is a week, Leos, where you are not stuck. You think you're stuck. You're going to tell yourself you're stuck, but you're not stuck in any way, shape, or form. You hold the key to your own chains. Okay? Stones for Leos. I'm going to say Sodalite. Okay? First, right off the bat, Sodalite. Because when you Leos are 100% on your bullshit, you need something to help calm you down a little bit. You need some help calm you down. Then I'm also going to say Pyrite, because Pyrite kind of helps unlock locks. It helps you move forward. It helps you do all kinds of things. We're just going to fix that back there because that scared the crap out of me when that went off. So Sodalite and Pyrite, all the ites. All the ites. All right. That brings us to my favorite little Virgos. Where's all my Virgos? For those of you guys that are new to watching me, this is the first time I'm coming across your For You page or your feed on the YouTubies or whatever. I do this every single Monday at 8:30. Normally, I do a full Reiki session first, but it has been a busy couple of days and I am physically exhausted, so yeah. Also, every single Thursday, except for this one, coming up, I am live at 8:30 as well. Monday and Thursday at 8:30, except on special circumstances. This coming week is Halloween, Samhain, and I am going to be an old nerd, and I'm going to sit and hand out candy to all the little kitties in the neighborhood because I haven't done that. I've always been really busy every single Halloween, and I thought, you know what, this year I just want to answer the door and give candy to little kids in costumes because I think it's great. So that's what I'm going to do. But I'll be on at 10. All right, Virgos, are we ready? Sacrifice. Balancing act. And wandering between realms. Virgos, what you doing? Sacrifice, balancing act, and wandering between realms. All right, Virgos, I want you to take a deep breath. This is a week of indecision for you, and I know you hate it, and I'm really sorry to say that. I was trying to rip the Band-Aid off really quick. No earth sign at all likes to have an indecisive week. Every single earth sign, doesn't matter if you're a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, they don't like to have indecision sitting there. You know what I mean? They don't like to have indecision anywhere. But that's this week for you, Virgos. That's this week for you. You have so much on your plate, Virgos, that you're trying to balance back and forth between all kinds of things. You're trying to balance back and forth between, well, like 9 things. Y'all have so much on your plate that you can't just go, okay, this and this and this. And you just can't. You have to bounce back and forth to all the things. So you feel like you're continually straddling this world versus this world, the parent world versus the work world, this child over this child, or that child over this child, or this parent versus this kid, or whatever. Y'all are just like crazy everywhere. Now, here's the thing, Virgos, because this fucking sucks, and I hate this, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry there's that kind of week. This right here, see the sacrifice card? This is a week where you really need to make a decision if all of the things that are on your plate really need to be on your plate. And that's a hard thing to do too, because you Virgos like to do all the things. Y'all want to please everybody. Y'all want to be in charge. Y'all want to run the shit. But you've got too much on your plate, Virgos, and you're gonna have to let some shit go. You're gonna have to say no. You're gonna have to back off. You're gonna have to just do the things. Saying no is hard for Virgos because you guys like to be the everything for everybody. Virgos, this is just going to be a scatterbrained week. It just is, and I'm so sorry. And it's not just your ADHD has ADHD. This is full on. Someone has taken all of the marbles and thrown them all over the floor, kind of scattered. So for those of you guys that have Virgos in your life, just know that there's going to be a couple of times this week where you're like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing with your life right now? It just is what it is. It just is what it is, Virgos. Okay. But like I said, this is a week where you need to really look and see what needs to be sacrificed out of your life, what you need to say no to, what you need to let go of. Okay? I'm sorry, Virgos. But I am going to say this. The very first thing, I'm going to move TikTok over a little bit. The very first thing I'm going to say, clear quartz. The clearer, the better, because y'all need to be able to see everything for what it is. The other thing I'm going to say is garnet. Y'all need a little bit of protection this week, but y'all also need to figure out where your passion actually lies, Virgos. Y'all, Virgos are the sign that they're passionate for everything. It doesn't matter if they like it or not, they're passionate about it. And if they don't like it, then they'll make sure that they can one-up you with it. So Virgos, I think garnet is going to be a good thing for you because that way y'all can decide where your passion actually lies, what you should give up and what you shouldn't. Okay? All right. Libras. I almost skipped straight to Scorpio. Libras. The Libras would have been pissed. They would have come for me in the comments. All right, Libra lose. Are we ready? Yeah? Ah, I just realized, like, my rising is a Virgo. I don't like that reading at all. Virgos, I say we have a do-over. I say we have a do-over. What do you think? Every single Virgo was like, yes, please. Yes, please. All right, Libras, ready? By the way, you guys can go back. Okay, Libras are like decisive this evening. Y'all can go back on YouTube and watch your main or your sun sign, watch your rising or your ascending, whichever you want to call it, and watch your moon. So here's what those things are going to tell you. If you watch all three of those together, your sun is going to tell you the overall view of the week. Was it a good week? Was it a bad week? Is it a focus week? Is it a Virgo week? The rising is going to tell you kind of what you're putting out to the world. Okay, so for example, if you're a Capricorn rising, people are going to think that you're being really selfish and, you know, horse blinders this week. If you're a Virgo rising, they're going to think you're scatterbrained as fuck. If you're a Taurus rising, they're going to think you're petty as fuck. But your moon is going to be how your emotions are going to be this week. Your moon governs your emotions. Now, some people are going to say, well, I don't know how to find my ascending. To find your ascending and to really be completely sure on your moon and what houses everything is, you really do need to know what time you were born, okay? I know that some people do not have that on their birth certificate. Chances are, you know, if you were born at night or in the morning, and we could figure it out. Oh, Libra, 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 Libra. This is a week of self-pity. I am not down with that either. This is the alone in the world card. So here's the thing. When I say self-pity, I don't mean like poor, pitiful me. I mean, you know what? I'll just do it my fucking self. I mean that kind of attitude. Okay. And I say that because y'all flung out two cards. And the first one on top was in your hand, the universe is your partner. And then you have the root girl, which is the disowned self. So what this means, my sweet little Libra lose, is that this week you are all in fuck you, fuck off mode. I will do it my goddamn self. That is the mode the Libras are in this week. So be prepared if y'all have Libras in your life to realize that they ask you to do something, but now they're doing it anyway. Or you know damn well that they don't need to be doing this or that. Maybe they're already worn out and they need to just be, you know, taking some time, taking a hot shower and going to bed, but yet they're up working anyway. Libras, the thing is, like, I can't even tell you not to do it because something has pushed you to this point. Something has pushed you to this point, whether it is not being able to rely on people around you or people showing you that they're going to fall down on the job, or I don't know, something has pushed you to the point that you're like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do it my fucking self. That's the Libra motto this week. I'll do it my fucking self. The thing about this is, this right here, this is the universe is your partner. Whatever it is that you try to do this week, Libras, is going to come out fantastic. Whatever it is that you put your mind to this week, whatever it is that you take on this week is going to come out fantastic. The universe is going to put everything in your path to get it done. And I think that's fucking fantastic. Because there is nothing worse than having people let you down. And air signs especially, y'all overthink every little fucking bit. That person may have just been scatterbrained and you don't know what's going on with them personally. Like say at work. Say you have somebody at work that's helping you with a project and they completely fell down on their side of it. They didn't do it, right? They did a little bit, but they didn't do all of it. You're like, you know what? Fuck this, fuck you. I'll do it my fucking self. But you never know. Like they may have just lost their doggy. They may have just had to put their mom or their dad into assisted living, or they may have had some big thing in their life. But Libras, whatever it is that you put your mind to this week, the universe is going to make sure that it happens. But this is a week of disconnect, Libras. This is 100% a week of disconnect. Y'all are going to have a hard time connecting to other people. Y'all are going to have a hard time answering texts, picking up the phone. Y'all are going to have a hard time peopling this week. Because whatever this is that's got you feeling kind of alone in the world, Libras, you don't want to people. And most Libras I know like to people. But this week in particular, Libras, y'all are not about it. Y'all are not about it. Okay? It's going to be a good week for you getting things done, Libras. But I will say that you may end up having to tell people, I'm so sorry I didn't text you back, you know, things like that, because y'all just don't want to talk to anybody. Y'all just want to knuckle down and get shit done. I 100% feel that. All right, stones for Libras. I am actually going to say black moonstone and mahogany obsidian. Two kind of darker stones, two very protective stones, two very intuitive stones. Black moonstone is really in tune with feminine energy. Just saying what I'm saying. And mahogany obsidian is very grounding. All right. Now we can do Scorpio. Now we can do Scorpio. Maybe, or maybe not. Or maybe Scorpios need all the cards. Y'all Scorpios couldn't decide there. I need all the cards, I need no cards. I need all the cards, I need no cards. So, I don't know why this just popped in my head, but my kid, I've been watching What We Do in the Shadows. Okay, no Scorpios. That's too many. I've been watching What We Do in the Shadows since it came out, right? I fucking love What We Do in the Shadows. It has to be my favorite show. Well, no, Rick and Morty is my favorite show. And then What We Do in the Shadows. But my kid just now discovered What We Do in the Shadows. And so she's been binge watching it so we can watch season 6 together. So I'm really upset, mad, angry that they're going to do away with the show after season 6. Like, they're not doing anymore. Like, I think it's absolutely fucking stupid. I just wanted to voice that. I think it's absolutely stupid. Just want to make that clear. I want to make that clear. But I love that my kid is binge watching. She's in season 5. I've already watched all of season 5, but she's in like the mid season 5. So we can start binge watching season 6 this week. And so I'm all excited. All right. We ready? We ready, Scorpios? Artificial heart. And the new moon. Obstacles and wandering between realms. Oh. Okay, Scorpios. So you have artificial heart, then you have the wall, and then you have straddling between realms. What this means, Scorpios? It's a traveling week for y'all. And I don't mean in your car or on the subway. I mean, expect some really intense dreams, expect some interesting dreams, expect to wake up more exhausted than you went to bed. I also would probably expect to find weird shit, you know, like grass, dirt. It's just going to be a week of traveling, Scorpios. Apparently, there's some shit y'all have to take care of. Y'all are going to feel really disconnected. Okay, this artificial heart card right here is you just going through the motions. You just going through the motions. Now, let me say this. I don't think it's going to be a bad week. I don't think it's going to be a bad week at all. It's just y'all feel like you're in your own bubble and your bubble doesn't touch anybody else's bubble this week. Like, you're going to be looking around super mega disconnected, kind of trying to figure out where you're supposed to go, what you're supposed to do. You're just going through the motions. You're going to kind of be wondering, like, am I the NPC? Am I the NPC? The other thing is this. This is obstacles. This is the obstacles card, Scorpios. When the obstacles card pops up, that means there's some shit. This is a pause. This is a pause this week. I don't think that there's anything you can do to overcome this pause, Scorpios, just because of the artificial heart card there. I think that this is a week that the universe just needs you to pause. And it sucks. Fucking sucks. I fucking hate to be told I have to pause. But this straddling between the worlds card, let's talk about that. One reason for this pause, Scorpios, is that there are some things that you have to get done. You have to work out. Whether it's in the astral, whether it's here. The straddling between worlds card can also have to do with, like I explained earlier, going back and forth between, you know, home life and work life. Trying to handle taking on too many things volunteer-wise. Taking on too many projects at work. This is a week Scorpios, of you having to pause. It's a week of you just going through the motions. And it's a week of you trying to figure out where your priorities lie. Okay? The other thing that I'm going to say is this. I'm unsure why you Scorpios are all going to be traveling this week. But Google is going to be your friend. If you have a weird dream this week, Scorpio, and you're wondering what the fuck that means, you can look first. Okay, let me back up. When you first wake up in the morning, Scorpio, after you've had a weird dream this week, you need to turn your voice recorder on your phone. And you need to be everything you can, blah, 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 before your brain goes and forgets it. Then you need to treat it like a logic puzzle. You need to write the things down. All right, purple, elephant, running to the east, upside down pyramid, you know what I mean? Things like that. Then look it up in this way. Spiritual meaning of elephant, spiritual meaning of purple, spiritual meaning of west, spiritual meaning of pyramid. It's going to take you a little bit to figure out, and just write the base thing, you know, like purple is royalty and nostalgia. You know what I mean? Like things like that. And then it will literally read like a story. Treat it like a logic puzzle. This is for any of you guys trying to figure out anything dream-wise. Google will be your friend, okay? Now, when you pull up like spiritual meaning of elephant, there's going to be like 10 pages on the front, and they're all going to say something similar. There's always going to be one that says something completely off kilter, left field, whatever. Throw that one out, okay? Take the consensus of what it says, all right? But Scorpios, you need to do that for your dreams this week, because your dreams are not just normal ass dreams this week, Scorpios. I don't know what it is about y'all. Maybe because we're in Scorpio season now. I don't know. But this is going to be a very interesting dream week for you. Working some shit out. So, the very first stone I'm going to recommend for you guys is Dalmatian Jasper, Scorpios. Dalmatian Jasper has black tourmaline in it. It is fantastic for protecting you while you're doing dream work. It's fantastic for keeping nightmares away, things like that. And the other thing I'm going to say is, I'm going to give you two more. I'm going to give you three. So Dalmatian Jasper, Obsidian, and Amethyst. Obsidian for protection and also as an offensive measure for anything that might want to follow you back. And Amethyst because Amethyst is a fantastic stone for dream work, okay? And be careful, Scorpios, okay? If y'all are new to following me and you have never heard about this before, I am a dream walker. If y'all don't know what a dream walker is, that is someone that can go in and out of dreams. I have been one as long as I can remember. And I also travel a lot. I have epilepsy, my brain be broken as fuck. And so I travel more often than I actually stay asleep. So I always have told my followers, if you guys worry about getting too far in the astral, if you worry about getting out in a dream somewhere and you can't come back, just place a little black horse by your bed, okay? It can literally be a stick figure. It can be a stick figure horse that looks terrible, as long as you know it's a horse. Yes, it has to be black. Yes, it has to be black. As long as I can remember, a black Pegasus has been my mode of travel to the astral. It is why I have a black Pegasus on my arm. I will come get you. I will come get you. And if I just randomly come into a dream and we're just hanging out, you know, maybe tell me to go home. Maybe be like, hey, bitch, you probably have shit to do. Go home. Just say what I'm saying. I have been telling my followers that for 4 years now, and I will continue to tell you guys that as long as I am in this meat sack. I don't know, maybe beyond. Sagittarius, are we ready? We ready, Sagittarius? Yes. I love you, sweet little Sagittariuses. Y'all always wait so patiently. And it's really funny. I had a wonderful couple drive all the way up from Texas to see me, not this weekend, but last weekend. And the husband was joking that every time I say you sweet little patient Sagittariuses, he's like, she's not though. Like he flat told on her. It was so funny. I hope you're watching right now too. I totally remember that conversation. But it's also funny too, in that I've got a few of you Sagittariuses that I've met in person that you're like, I'm not patient. I love it. I love it. Alone in the world. The Watcher's upside down and the Drifter experiencing life as it comes. Well, we just have oblivious Sagittariuses. It's funny, we have 6 and then we have 60, but it's upside down, so it says 06. Okay. Alone in the world, the Watcher's upside down, and Drifter. Oh, my nose is super itchy. Someone's talking about me. I know more than a handful of Sagittariuses, and you know what's really funny? When y'all are oblivious to the world around you, y'all are actually some of the most fun people to be around. I'm not gonna lie. So Sagittarius, y'all may feel disconnected this week. Y'all may feel just stupid this week. Y'all may be goofy. Y'all may, I don't know, but it's gonna be a great week. It's going to be a great fucking week. You kind of don't have a care in the world. Y'all are all into the spooky vibe. Y'all are all into spooky season. Y'all are all about the candy and the costumes and the fun. Y'all are just in the spirit of the spooky season. And you just don't give a fuck really about anything else. Like, you just don't give a fuck. It's just super carefree Sagittarius week. So if y'all have a Sagittarius in your life, just know that they're probably going to get on your nerves this week when they want to dress up every fucking day, maybe 2 or 3 different costumes a day. Look at my makeup. Look at this. Check this out. Look at this video. Look at this makeup. Like, they're just going to drive you up the wall this week. They're just going to drive you up the wall this week. But you know what? Enjoy it. You know why? Because I absolutely fucking love when Sagittariuses are in this mode. Because Sagittariuses, being a fire sign, they have 2 modes. One is this mode. They're happy-go-lucky. They're the life of the fucking party. They're super fun to be around. They can't get enough of people and hanging out. And the other side is super serious, burn the world down, fuck you, fuck that, fuck this, fuck everything. There's no in between. There's no in between. I love, too, that as soon as I said that, I see the comment on TikTok that says, better than last week. I was angry as fuck last week. So Sagittarius, this is a week where you guys are full on in goofy ass, let's just do whatever the fuck mode. Like, you don't care. In fact, you don't care enough that you have this like alone in the world kind of thing where you are ready to be the life of the party. But here's the downside to this week. Y'all are ready to be the life of the party, but you also don't feel like you belong at the party. You do, Sagittarius. We fucking love you. You do. You 100% do. The one thing about Sagittarius is that y'all may not know is that they overthink fucking every relationship they ever have. Friendships especially. Friendships especially. We all overthink relationships. But friendships especially. Because y'all take every little tiny thing that happens and you go, well, you know, Shelly Sue made a comment about, you know, how blue wasn't her favorite color anymore, but I wore the blue sweater that she gave me 10 years ago for Christmas, and now I'm wondering if she doesn't like me. Y'all overthink everything. Y'all overthink everything. So even though this is a super happy-go-lucky Sagittarius week, this is also a week, Sagittarius, where you just kind of feel like maybe you don't really belong. But you do. So stop it. Don't make us spec you. Stones for Sagittarius. I'm going to say Carnelian. I was going to give you guys rose quartz, but you know what? Carnelian. Y'all need all of that life of the party, fiery energy. And then I'm going to say Lapis, because y'all also need to know how fucking fantastic you are, Sagittarius. Those two also don't really go crazily well together. So I would recommend Lapis on your left to take in that royal vibe, to remember how great you are, and Carnelian on your right to give out all of the fun. Yeah? Yeah. It's going to be a great week. It's really going to be a great week. Even though we have feral Cancers, even though we have traveling Scorpios, I mean, we have party out Sagittariuses. I was going to say something else, and I was like, maybe don't say that. We have partying Sagittariuses this week. Some of y'all know exactly what was going to come out of my face, and I stopped it before it did. Anyway. I love you guys. But with that, I'm going to get off of here. on the YouTubes. And I will see you guys next week. Every single week at 8:30 over here on YouTube. Y'all can watch the Zodiacs and your cheat sheet for the week. And I'll see you later.